This is for you.
The segment. And again, we have LaFerris, my mom, and we have Monique, my sister. And disclaimer again, my mom knows that I curse, that I drink, and I am pro trees. So there's no need to feel that she's gonna be offended by the things that I say or stuff that I do or how I move or anything like that. My mom is, again, my best friend, so she knows absolutely all of my dirt and how Jacolia is, how Jay is, okay? So today, first thing we're going to talk about, because we left off on accountability, and I'm just going to read to you guys what personal accountability actually is. So a personal accountability is being willing to accept the consequences resulting from your choices, actions, or behavior. Being personally accountable means owning the situations that you've been a part of. That means taking responsibility for the outcome, whether it was good or bad, and doing your best to rectify the situation. So we actually did talk about accountability because there's a lot of people that will easily equate their reaction or their responses to situations to other people, and that's not right. That's absolutely not right. So last time that we were talking, we talked about so many things when it came to accountability, so I'm not really sure like where exactly we left off at. I know we were talking about like relationship levels of accountability. There are other levels of accountability. Like, do you ladies have anything that you like to also add in the terms of accountability?
Taking responsibility for our actions, of course. That's one thing with accountability. Sometimes we like to point the fingers at others, and we don't want to put the spotlight on ourselves to say, where we messed up, where we did wrong. So, that's one thing that, I'd like to point out. Monique?
I agree with you, Mommy. I mean, that's where I was heading. Like, when do we as a person hold ourselves for our own accountabilities? Because sometimes we do put ourselves in situations and point the finger at the other person.
That's true. And if I'm not mistaken, the last time the guy that was present here also mentioned, when is it that women take accountability for their actions and for the things that they do? One thing I'll say is women like to react a lot. We like to move off of emotion a lot. Oh, I'll bust the windows out your car and shit, and feel like, we're justified in doing that just because of the simple fact that we feel like a person did something. But accountability is also accepting the fact that the person that you're dealing with is not trustworthy, and you still entertain that shit. And you turn around and you entertain that shit, and then when he do something that's untrustworthy, you turn around and you looking like, oh, I feel justified in doing whatever retaliation type shit that I did back. But no, you at that point, where is your level of understanding where your self-worth is? You gotta feel like you worth being with a man that's not gonna treat you like that. Man, you gotta feel like you worth being with a woman that's not gonna treat you in a certain manner. If you gonna turn around and deal with shit and then say, well, she said, and well, she did, and well, he did, and well, he was texting other bitches. Well, why you turn around and you start feeling like, all right, game on, bitches. I'm about to show you that I'm number one. I myself have been that woman. I've been that woman where I turn around and I say, you know what? I'm about to show you that you're not gonna win. I'm about to show you that I'm about to do whatever I need to make sure you understand that this nigga right here, he ain't gonna never leave me alone.
And we as women, we can't play that tat for tat like men do it, because sometimes we lower our standards by going out trying to get back at the man that we upset with, so we start doing things that we know we wouldn't engage into just to say ha, get back with them. But we lower ourselves too to their level in order to get back at them for what they're doing. But how does that help the situation? How does that help the relationship?
That's true. That is very true. I kind kind of grew into like kind of wondering that if a man could make me, like, say I'm retaliating, right? If a man could make me go and get his good pussy up to another man just to make you feel some type of way, like, what does that speak about me as a person? Like, we feel like it's tit for tat. We want to take on their energy and become them, basically. You become the person that hurts you, basically.
But, not to cut you, but I like to say, like, we as women and men, we are similar, though. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, we really don't want to be in a relationship with somebody, but that person would, like, you know, force you to be into that relationship, sort of, kind of. You know, it's like, you know, you got a homeboy, real cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't feeling that homeboy that way, but that homeboy is feeling you. How would you say that you're the one who should be held accountable for whatever fell in place of that friendship?
I don't think I understand.
Like, if let's say you and whomever, a dude, a friend, a male friend, y'all are real good friends, right? And that male friend come out and tell you, like, yo, I'm feeling you, I'm really digging you, but you not digging that friend. But out of guilt or whatever, people pushing you sort of kind of to be with that person, and you mess around and be with that person. How would you say that you are accountable for whatever took place?
Okay, so that's a deep question, but I will also say that I've been on both sides of the spectrum on that one. Like, I've been the woman that has been told by a man, oh, you know what, I'm not interested in a relationship, and I've basically said again, I'm about to prove you wrong. Like, game on. I did that, but on the flip side of that, I've also been done that way. But in reality,
so where's the accountability?
The accountability is in, first of all, I should have respected the fact that a person is emotionally unavailable to me. And a person that is saying that they are emotionally unavailable to me, and I still, you know, would reach out and audition for a relationship or work my way or, you know, bend over backwards or jump through hoops to prove to you that I'm that woman. I did that. I did the whole, oh, you know, you ain't ate today, I'll drive from here to there for 30 minutes just to bring you some food for lunch and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, when a person is upfront with you and tell you the truth from the beginning, then you need to believe a person when they say that. Because at the end of that, I was hurt. And at the end, when it came to my own personal experience with somebody like that, I was upfront with them, but I also did not permit them to do what it is that I did to that other person, jumping through the hoops and showing up for me in ways that they only was showing up for me, and I knew they was only showing up for me in that way because they wanted to be in a relationship with me. I knew that they were trying to manipulate, and that is a level of manipulate their way into a relationship, because in all honesty, if I'm honest with you from the jump saying that I don't want a relationship, or if a person is honest with you from the jump saying that they don't want a relationship, then at what point are you bypassing what it is that they're stating to live in the land of delusion that you trying to set for yourself because you're being rejected? Are you, at this point, are you speaking out of your trauma? Are you speaking out of your attachment style? Are you are you like reacting out of your womb? Or are you actually being a healthy, conscious person and saying, you know what, this person is saying that they are not available to me, and I would rather deal with somebody that is available to me, because who would want to be in a one-sided relationship?
I've had that experience when I was in high school with this guy, and he was really into me, like really, really into me. But I knew that I was not feeling him at all. He was not physically, emotionally, mentally attractive to me. And yet, because he cared so much, I allowed the relationship to go wherein he ended up asking me to marry him.
But what if that person have all the qualities that you are looking for in a husband, a mate, a wife, or whatever, but you're just not physically attracted to that person? Would you be able to get past the physical attraction and say
no?
I couldn't. I'm telling you what happened.
But at what point is it just like, okay, this is my thing. All these people in this world, all these people in this entire world, you feel like just because that person, do you think that person will be the only person that has all the attributes that you want in a person, in a relationship? In a relationship, like there are other people. I feel like at the end of the day, if things are not mutual, if things are not me and you are on the same page, me and you want each other, if it's one-sided, if I don't want you or you don't want me, then I'm turned off. But that comes with a level of healing though. Yeah. Because
wait, that's it.
We got a question from one of the viewers.
Okay, what is the question?
They said, what gets you better results? Emotional decisions or rational decisions?
Where is that? I would say rational.
And that's from Marley Ma.
Okay. I feel like rational decisions get you better results. And that comes from you actually taking time to process what it is that you actually know is actually for you. That comes with the level of conscious understanding about yourself, like a honest to God conscious level of awareness of yourself and where you are currently located. I feel like I always tell people your first reactions will lie to you. Your first response to a situation sometimes will lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you could be in a relationship with somebody that don't even make you feel whole. That don't even, they tear you down. It's not really good for you. It don't make you feel comfortable. It don't make you feel at peace. But the idea of that person being gone sometimes will make you react in an emotional headspace. But when you give yourself time to actually rationalize with yourself, to actually sit down and talk to yourself and say, this is where I'm currently mentally located, then 9 times out of 10 you find out that person don't make you feel at peace. That person don't make you feel comfortable. You don't have a space to actually be yourself or grow or elevate or evolve, because they're constantly kind of stunted by pushing their own emotional wants, needs, and requirements on you, where you're not able to fully be yourself. I totally believe in giving yourself a day, 2 days, 3 days to actually rationalize with yourself on what it is that your next step should be.
I agree. Emotions is not the way to go when in this situation like that.
Take you all, your emotions have you all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
He asked, then why do most women praise the fact that they make emotional decisions?
Because we are emotional people. Women are very emotional. If just like we said in our first segment, if you are a emotional woman, you don't need an emotional man, because then you know what I'm saying. Your decisions be all over the place. Your thinking is all over the place. You can't, you can't really grasp on that one thought because you are so emotional at that moment. So like Jay was saying, it's better for you to sit back and try to get everything in one perspective before you just jump out there.
True. Also, flip side of that is feel like that's attached to us not actually paying enough attention. I feel like that's also us ignoring the red flags. From that first conversation, I heard so many red flags within that conversation. I was like, nah, ain't no way. Everything I questioned him, he was getting upset. Even though I remained cool, calm, and collected, I was asking him questions like, well, how's your credit? And, where are you like currently working, and you know, what's your current status for transportation? What's your current status for, like, did you see your parents like be in a relationship for a long period of time? And he lied right initially. And I'm not gonna lie, complete disclaimer, transparent disclaimer. We were drinking at the moment, but I didn't drink enough to get knocked off my square. I was like drinking enough to, like, you know, be a little chill, but I had already noticed that certain stuff that he was saying was kind of like, it wasn't making sense. So I was asked the same question, but at a different point in time in the conversation. And it went from his mom and his dad being married for umpteen years to his dad having multiple outside children within the marriage, and his mom loving his dad, but his dad was kind of roaming, and you know, Papa was a Rolling Stone, wherever his hat was, that was, you know, that was home. And he started talking about, you know, I don't want a wife, I want a baby mama. I allow him the opportunity to speak. One thing about it, we as women, we talk too much. We talk too much in a lot of situations. We talk way too much. Let me tell you something. 2 ears, 1 mouth. I promise you, the more you listen, the more you learn. The more you actually listen to a person, the more you learn. All that, like, the more I'm like growing in this walk, in this journey, is the more I'm realizing that if I'm talking too much, that means I'm sharing out too much information. I'm not taking enough information in.
Right.
And when you be quiet long enough, people will tell you, they'll show you that they red flags. They'll show you their whole hand first conversation. Right. Because most unhealed people want to talk about a bunch of trauma bonded shit. They want to discuss a whole bunch of shit that bond y'all together through trauma. Oh, this is how my ex-girlfriend treated me. Oh, this is how my ex-dude treated me. Oh, this is what I'm going through. Well, this is what I'm going through. I am not about to bond with you over trauma.
The whole journey.
They gonna go through the whole drama journey, but guess what? The whole time you sitting there dishing out your traumas and this, that, and the third, he listening.
Yep.
He eating it up.
Yep.
He about to transform himself, or she about to transform herself, and I'm speaking from experience, into whatever it is that she did wrong or he did wrong. I'm about to be that, and I've actually did that. One thing about women, I can't speak for men. I'm gonna let the men speak for men. But one thing about women, we are mental chess players, even if we can't play chess. We gonna get that ass.
A scorned woman with a plan, and she done strategized that thing out. Boy, that ass is on fire.
We sit back and we listen to y'all. Oh, she ain't sucked my dick enough. Guess who about to be throat goat? Who? I told y'all this. Like, we about to be on it. Like, it's just something in us that it ignites in those triggers and those traumas that say, oh, I'm about to be everything your ex wasn't. But guess what? Y'all not getting together on the right pretense. Y'all not getting together on the right context. Y'all literally getting together on some, oh, I'm about to one up your ex. When that shouldn't even be that should not even be the frame of mind or the mindset that you should have going into a relationship. You should be a whole person getting into a relationship with a whole person so that you guys can actually do shit that whole people do, secure people do in relationships. But that's not what normally take place.
Build and grow. Definitely build and grow.
That don't happen no more, mommy. That ain't what's going on. Like, a situation that I was in, it's this brother. You know what I'm saying? When I say I was digging him, I was digging him. If that brother was here in Miami, I would have probably came up off of my 3-year celibacy. You know what I'm saying? I would have gave that nigga the draws. I would have broke his back in. But it was so much that was being said that I wasn't paying attention to the first round that him and I was talking, because I was so much into, you know what I'm saying, getting out of my lonely stage. Like, most times we be in such a vulnerable state that where when that person do come in, that's when they, you know what I'm saying, be so easy to walk in and to get us. But I was digging this brother so much to where I was telling him like, yo, I'm in love with you. But he wasn't taking the way how I was saying I was in love with him. He was saying it like he took it as if I was saying I was in love with him as a person. I was in love with him from the way how he talked to me. You know what I'm saying? The conversations that we had, I was in love with that, but I was never in love with him as a person. But he took that as if I was weak, and like he would tell me certain things and be like, I guess he felt like that was gonna hold me. You know, like how you give a person a pacifier or a little snack and say, I'll be right back. Hold that for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was getting from that person. But I didn't know what it was about him that I would stop talking to him for a while, and then I'll go and talk to somebody else, and then when things didn't go right with me and that person, some reason I'll venture back to him. But it was still the same results that I was getting from before. And I couldn't understand, like, damn, why am I keep running back to this person and all these red flags, like it's a big old auto sign, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm still coming back to this person. And I asked a brother like, yo, what is it about that person to where I see all the red flags, I know this nigga ain't right for me, but why am I keep running back for the bull crap that he's feeding me? I know it's bull crap, but why am I keep eating it? You know what I'm saying? I can't understand that. Like, I don't know if it's the conversation that I'm just infatuated with, or if it's just that I've been lonely for so long and just the words that he is saying is what I'm holding on to. I don't know, because sometimes I find myself I question myself on that. Like, is this one of the weaknesses that we as women have that we don't pay attention to? Like, we see for ourselves the red flags. We sit and we talk with ourselves all the time, and like, damn, be like, what's up? What's going on with you? What?
I would say some men are chess players. They're chess players. They strategize. They examine you. They study you. They know how far they can go with you. If they know they really messed up, some men can even break out with tears to keep you. And some men are so good, they know just how far to go. When they turn around, they stop, they come back to you. They're like, okay, she need a minute, so I'm gonna give her a minute. Then I'm gonna sit down. And when I see she done cool down, then I'm gonna use another strategy to get her back. It's like they out there fishing. And he done studied you so much, he knows your likes, your dislikes. He knows just what he can do to snatch you back in.
No, just when you about to walk away, though, mommy. Because it's like, I know the bull crap, but I feel like it's more like how you were saying, like, all right, you done played me. So now I gotta play you back. You can't have one up on me.
Okay.
You can't have that one up on me.
Unhealed ass on everything I love. When you become more in the mindset of trying to be a healed person, like a person, I tell you no lie, for anybody that's on their healing journey, anybody that's actually trying to elevate and evolve, you get to a place where shit that's unclear is a turn off. Conversation that's unclear is a turn off. You could be the baddest nigga. Oh my God, like, okay, shit is a turn off when you move in a certain way. Like, and you'll bring that stuff up. And people that run away from your words, your stance, your firmness in your boundaries, your firmness in where you going and when you headed in, and whether they can walk on that journey with you, and they start to go the other way, you completely fine with that. That whole I wanna one up you, I wanna get tit for tat, that's all unhealed mindset. I mean, that comes from an unhealed mindset. I mean, like, it don't necessarily mean that you're gonna go out and get one up. I mean, like, that's your mind frame at times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be hurt or confused in that situation, and just like you're saying, like, moving off of emotions, that's how you gonna a whole bunch of questions. Okay, my first question I want to know is, if a man has a female friend that he's attracted to, and she's not attracted to him,
would he be able to accept that rejection and remain friends with that woman, or would it be too chaotic for him to be friends with someone that he has feelings for?
Sometimes you gotta play your part the whole way out. You gotta take it step by step. It may lead to the way you want to go. It may not.
That's a good answer. Mr. I ain't gonna talk. I hear you, boy. Shalomiyai.
Man, what if that man playing this far?
No, you too far away. We can't hear you, my guy. We can't hear you. Ariana, can you scoot over, my love? Come this way, cause we gotta hear you too when you start piping in. We need you to pipe in. Shalomiyai, come on.
All right. So, as you were saying, proceed.
What if that man is playing this part? What if that man just being himself, everything starts flowing, but then, it goes right back to the same situation, man. How can you get past that? It goes right back to the same old thing. We go from friends to you leading that. It's being perceived as you leading that man on. We just friends, man. We trying to be cool first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why everybody around that person is always saying that to that woman that she leading him on everything they do.
Because one thing about it, if the feedback that a woman is giving you, that the people around her are saying that she's leading you on, that means that she might be telling the people around her what she really feeling, and she not telling you what she really feeling. Well, it could be very well possible that she is telling you what she's feeling, but you are not actually being receptive to what it is that she is actually saying.
I mean, what on the flip side, you are being receptive.
If you've been receptive, then that means that you falling back off the idea of a relationship. If a woman is telling you that she is uninterested in the relationship.
Well, I know that you're a friend. I'm going to treat you as a friend to the best of my ability. But I don't want you to keep going off of what you're hearing other people saying from them looking outside in.
But I also feel like ain't no way in hell a bunch of people that don't know each other just feeling the same vibe, and that's just it.
Well, maybe it's because they haven't seen you with nobody. Maybe it's because they have never seen you with the men, and they've never seen you how you interact with other men, because they only see me around the men that's in our congregation. They never see me with a man outside of my congregation.
No. Let me tell you something. Men lie, women lie, energy don't lie.
My energy gonna be all over the place, boy. You ain't gonna never be. That's the thing.
Energy.
Y'all trying to read my energy. If you see me with, if you see me with my homeboy Georgie, oh my God, you'll swear that me and this man had sex. Georgie walked through this door right now. I'm jumping up out this chair and I'm jumping in this man's arm with my legs wrapped around him. I'm kissing him all over his face. That's just how we vibe.
No, because there's a difference, bro. I'm telling you, energy don't lie, because there's a difference. You can tell a woman that just be like, oh, this my dog. Something about the way she will, like, I don't know, I won't say react, but like, it's something about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see something like that, I don't know if it'll be his body language or your body language or his facial expression or your facial expression or however y'all interact with each other, that will also set the tone that, oh yeah, that's just a dog or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you the energy is different, there is a flirtatious energy there. This is more than just
It could be that. It could be that. What you just said about your friend Georgie, most men would see that as something interested, that you're being interested in them.
Mm-hmm.
So they could perceive that, oh, she's liking me now.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what you're doing. You know that's just your friend.
Right.
You know that's your homeboy.
Right.
But to a man, to have a woman do that to them, oh, that's sending them through the roof right there.
But then that's why I say that's why I say
You be good with that, brother? If she ran, jumped on you, wrapped her legs around you, and kissed you be good with that? It won't be a problem.
I feel like there's a difference. I heard a man one time say,
"That's my friend." I mean, but how other people see that, it's like, oh man, y'all got to be doing something, boy. Y'all got to be in the bed together.
I feel like I heard a man one time say, when you spend too much time with one person, it could cause additional feelings to come in. When you cross the lines of friendship, when you constantly up under a person and you constantly talk to a person, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel they basically stated that it could cause you to notice certain things that cause you to want to be in a relationship with that person, or you notice certain things that make you like that person a little bit more than a friend, and you cause them to bond a little bit more than normal when y'all always with each other or always up under each other. There's some people, and this is no disrespect to nobody, there are some people that do not have emotional boundaries, or they don't have emotional lines, you know what I'm saying, where this is friendship only and then this is for relationship. This is mutual and this is not. Like, so when you spend a lot of time with them, it just all kind of comes together as one. When you're on, for instance, when you're on the phone with a male, anytime after 9, anytime after midnight and shit like that, or you entertaining conversations when they start talking about sex and shit like that, when you sitting there and you like talking about shit that you do sexually, or the way the things that you like in relationships and shit like that, those are not normally like a lot of conversations that you have just starting off with any man. So most times that is information that men are taking in because they realize the mindset that you have. I'm sorry, but it's a lot of like Babbitt minded ass women out here. Like,
that's true.
They head are not on right. They on this whole, I don't want to say city girl, but I'm sorry, I'm a city girl type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I just want to get his money and or I want to get his money right his face in them you know what I'm saying? So it's like, to meet a woman that say, oh, you know, have you eaten today? Are you okay? You know, I'm gonna feed you. Are you straight? Is there anything you need? Like, when you doing that type of shit to a man, when it's a bunch of women out here that's not giving that type of energy, first of all, you're intriguing as fuck. Because where the fuck you came from and what cloth were you cut from?
I'm cut from a cloth that haven't been invented. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
because with my homeboy,
different
yo,
breed.
homie,
What the fuck you came from?
homie, yo, homie.
Yeah.
When I go out, don't I pick up my phone if I'm picking up myself and my family something to eat? Don't I call you and say, yo, B, I'm at such and such spot. Do you want this to eat? I always look out for my homie.
And when you sit and you do stuff like that and you incorporate a man, especially a man that is not used to getting there from female relationships or female friendships per se, because that's not shit that his other female friends are doing.
But
you're a totally different woman.
That's what
now
I'm
he don't
saying.
put you
Don't
in a whole
me
different
in
category.
But that's what I always tell everybody from the door. I am Momo unique. You ain't gonna find
understood, but you also gotta understand that that's not something you.
Do you see this? Hello? Do you have this?
Ladies,
huh?
Ladies,
do you
we gotta
have
wrap
this?
it up. We gotta wrap it up.
We gotta wrap it up.
I think your last talking point should be like friends with benefits, since that's what you're getting into right now.
Okay. So friends with benefits. In all things, understand this. One thing that you should always definitely pay attention to is whether things are mutual.
Right.
If at any point you find yourself chasing after a relationship that is not mutual, then at this point, just like the brother said earlier, you need to take some time to rationalize with yourself whether it's something that you should be entertaining emotionally, or at least emotionally to that capacity. Because some friendships are just friendships, and don't pass up a really good friendship trying to
Make it into something that it's not.
Make it into something that it is not. So, with that, we are going to end.